Xiang, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes,
Nice to see you again. How are you today?
I'm very fine.
Okay, and can you please tell me what did you do today? What did you do today?
Today, today I went to school. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have I have English lesson on school. So
English
yeah.
lessons in schools. Very nice. And can you please tell me what will you do tomorrow? Do you have any plans for tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow maybe I will go to the cinema because I want to see. I want to watch some movies.
And what movie do you like to watch? Can you please tell me what movie do you like to watch?
I will want to watch horror film or
Horror film.
action film.
Oh, horror
Yeah,
film. Okay, why horror film? Why do you want to watch horror film? Can you please tell me why?
like uh, although I'm very scared horror film, but like it has something that attracts me to watch it. Yeah, and I watch with my best friend. Very excited.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is something that is exciting for you. Very nice. And can you please tell me? Okay, now I want to ask you what is your favorite scary movie? What scary movie do you like? Can you please tell me? What is your favorite scary movie?
Mm, and I remember movie, but don't the film that about a doll.
Okay.
I hate doll.
Why? Can you please tell me why?
Like it seems like people, so it made me feel disgusting, and I don't like it.
Okay, very nice. That is really nice and really good. Okay, now we will continue. We will continue to to work. Just one moment. We will continue from your previous class. Now, just one moment, please. Okay. Now let's take a look. Okay. Just one moment. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I will share my screen. Can you see my screen, sweetie? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Okay, very nice. Okay, so we have here learning about the past. Okay, can you please tell me what is something that you like to learn about the past? Do you have something interesting that you like to learn about the past? Do you have something that is interesting for you to learn about the past?
about the post.
Something that
Mm,
happened before, something that happened a long time. And do you have something that is interesting for you?
interesting. Like the body, so mystery. So I maybe like I want to explore it. And I know about the lynching, about the wall. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay, and why this is so interesting for you? Why? Can you please tell me why this is interesting for you? Can you please tell me why? About you mentioned about wars, about everything. Why do you want to learn about this? What is the reason?
Uh, like I love listening about the legendary, about the hero, the people. Like, I want to know that the way the people make a country, like they need to uh protect the country and fight with enemy to protect the country. Yes, it may
Okay.
be very
Protecting the country. And why, for example, in your opinion, why protecting the country is important? Why people should protect their country, in your opinion? What do you think? Why people need to do that to protect their country?
protect the country.
Mhm. So why people need to protect their country? Why is this so important for other generations, for other people? Why this is so important? What do you think?
I think that like the ancestors like built the countries, so we need to protect it. And like I think that if another country that fight to another country that like they will be the slave.
Okay, so they will be slaves. Okay, now let's see. And what was the most interesting thing that you learned from the past? Okay, can you please tell me what is something that is interesting for you to learn about the past?
About I want to learn the brave the hero.
Okay, and why do you want to learn this? Why?
Bravery because like mm, the old people like in my countries is so poor because they need to fight the enemies, so their lives very poor. Like they don't have anything to eat, so
Mm-hmm.
the bravery that they need to fight
Mm-hmm.
against the enemy, so that the bravery, and I love it. 'Cause,
Mm-hmm.
like the bravery will encourage people to be stronger.
Mm-hmm. To be stronger. Okay, very nice. So this is something that can encourage people to be stronger. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and we have here. Okay, this study the strategy, visualizing. Okay, so when we visualize. Okay, we have here this. Okay, uh, this text. Okay, can you please read? Just one moment. I don't know what stop. Okay. Now, can you please read this text for us? Can you please
Uh,
read this text?
it's easier to understand what you read if you are able to transform the words into images to create a brave movie. While you read, try to imagine what the people, animals, places, and things look like. Use descriptions of gestures to understand what the character think or feel.
So, what do you think? What do you think about this text? What is your opinion about this text? Can you please tell me? What do you think? What is your opinion about this text? When you read this text, what do you think about this text?
Mm, about this thing, I feel
Okay, so what is something that, for example, you like to visualize? Can you please tell me what can you visualize? Okay, what is something that you can visualize? Can you please tell me what can you visualize? What is something that you can imagine? Okay, that you would like to imagine.
like I I heard that our brain will like faster to visual something like when people say about banana, they will like imagine the banana on the mind.
Okay, so this is something that you can imagine. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now we have here. Okay, this about okay, complete the art check. Just one moment. Okay, in this picture, can you please tell me what can you see? Can you please tell me what can you see here in this picture? Can you please tell me what can you see it? So what can
The
you see? Mm-hmm.
gorilla, gorilla,
Gorilla, gorillas.
gorilla.
Okay, and
Yeah,
what do you think these gorillas? What do they do? Okay, so we have here gorillas. And what do you think? What do they do, these gorillas? Can you please tell me what they can do here? This picture.
Seem like they fight against each
Mm-hmm.
other.
Mm-hmm.
The big.
Okay, so they are fighting. They are fighting to each other. Okay, so these gorillas fighting to each other. And what do you think? Why do they fight? Okay, so why do the gorillas fight? In your opinion, can you please tell me why we have here fights of gorillas?
I think that like they protect something about it, like protect the food.
Okay, so they are protecting food. Okay, and why? What do you think? Why usually, this is why usually, okay, animals fight. Can you please tell me why? Okay, usually animals fight. Why do they fight?
They find like to survive.
Okay, so they can fight to survive. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Okay, we have here this. And what do you think? How gorillas can communicate? Okay, so what do they do if they want to communicate?
Communicate.
So how, for example, gorillas can communicate? What they can do if they want to communicate? How they can communicate? Can you please tell me? What do you think?
They talk.
Yes, but okay, can they communicate with their hands? Can they communicate with arms? So how? What do you think? How they can communicate? Gorillas or any other animals? Okay, so we have here different animals, and they speak. Okay, they communicate. Okay, and what do you think? How they can, for example, communicate with other animals?
I think it will use is speak is language,
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, and some body.
Okay,
uh,
Sampan.
yes.
Okay, so this is one of the ways how they can communicate. Okay, now let's see, and okay, and we have here some researchers have lived next to gorillas in the wild and closely observed them. Would you like, for example, to try to observe gorillas? Would you like to see something new about gorillas? If you can, okay, so and what would you like to see, for example, if you can, what would you like to see with gorillas? What is something interesting for you about gorillas? What can be interesting for you?
Mm, I want to say that gorilla feet,
Mm-hmm.
like like find the food for it and the family.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. And why do you want to see that?
Mm, lo- I want to know the way that they survive in the wild.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how they can survive in the wild. Very nice. Okay, and yes, and if you can, for example, if you can choose one animal, which animal would you like to be? Imagine that you can choose one animal. So which animal would you like to be? What animal, for example, if you can choose, what animal would you like to be? Imagine that you can choose one animal. Which animal would you like to be?
Which I want to be the fish.
Fish? Oh, interesting. Why, and why did you choose fish?
Fish cat can swim in the sea, and like the scientists say that we just explore 5% of the sea. So I want to be the fish to explore the rest of the percent of the sea.
Okay. And what is something interesting that you can see, for example, in the sea? Okay, so what can be interesting for you to see in the sea when you are in the sea? So what is something that can be interesting for you to see it?
I want to see the whether the mermaid is real.
Okay, and
I did
and why do you want to do that?
because I want to. Mm, I don't know, cause I think that when I was younger, I love the princess, so I want to be a princess too. But I love the sea, so I want to know the mermaid.
Okay, so you want to see, and what other animals, for example, are interesting to see it? Okay, so what other animals can be interesting to see? For example, can you please tell me what are some other animals that are interesting for you? What do you think?
I think the panda.
Panda. And why
Yes,
why did you choose panda? Can you please tell me why panda is interesting?
cat. Like I heard that the panda is very intelligent. Like it can understand what people say,
Okay, so
and also the beside that the panda very cute.
mhm. Okay, so
Yeah.
pandas can be really cute. Okay, very nice. And what animals? Okay, what animals are not so interesting in your opinion? What do you think? What animals are not so interesting for you?
Mm, let me see. I think that the fly,
Fly. And why did you choose fly? Okay, yes, there is a fly. And why did you choose fly?
because fly is very dirty.
hmm
It's just swing like swing around the places where have the where smell not good.
hmm
Yeah.
Okay, okay, it's not so good. Okay, and can you please tell me? Yes, okay. Now let's see. Okay, we have here, if you're a researcher at the zoo, what things would you like to study, for example, about gorillas? What things you would like to study about gorillas? Mm?
Mm, something interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like it can work like a a human
Mm-hmm.
can
Okay, so what
like
is something interesting about?
something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like the gorilla can hold food, like work like a human. So very interesting. Like it's like a human, but before.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, very nice. Now, and what other animals are interesting for from the zoo? What other animals are interesting for from the zoo?
In another
Mm-hmm.
mm, interesting, I think the bird.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, now let's see. And why bird? Why bird?
Bird because it can fly anywhere that it wants.
Mm-hmm.
So like most of people want to be a bird to can fly. Fly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, I want to ask you, what other animals are popular in your country?
And popular.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Like, I think that's stock.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because in the folk song in my country, it's always it's always said about the animal is like, is very friendly, normal with people life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look here. We have here this. Okay, can you please? Okay, read this text. Can you please read this text?
Gorillas share an amazing 98% of our DNA. Over the years, scientists have studied the
Mm-hmm.
similarities between human and gorilla behavior, and in particular, the ways they communicate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what do you think about this? Gorillas share an amazing 98% of DNA like people. So what do you think? What do you think about this? What is your opinion about this? Can you please tell me?
I think the children will be very happy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why? Why are they happy? Can you please tell me why are they happy?
They can be like look after their parents, and can be smart, intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Okay.
very
Mm-hmm. Okay, can be an intelligent. Okay, so they are very intelligent. Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me what other animals are intelligent? Okay, can you please tell me what other animals can be intelligent? What other animals are very smart? Can you please tell me?
um, very smart. I think the dolphin,
Mm-hmm. And dolphin. Okay, and why dolphin?
yeah,
Why dolphin? Hmm?
dolphin. Uh, I heard the scientists say they very intelligent because it use 20% of its brain.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's very intelligent, can do anything that people order.
Mm-hmm. With others. Okay. Okay, very nice. That is really nice. Okay. Now, let's see. We have here why the gorilla hits their chests. Okay, can you please read this text?
Why do gorillas hit their chest? In the wild, gorillas often live in groups of 4 to 10, although these groups can be much bigger. Gesture Gestures are an important part of gorilla communication, and they are often used to keep the social relationships in the group. For example, if a young male gorilla tries to start a fight with an older silverback male gorilla, then the silverback stands up and hit his chest quickly with his hands.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we have here this. Okay, this part. Okay, and what do you think about these gestures? What other gestures some animals have? Can you please tell me? Okay, so what other gestures? Okay, gestures. Okay, some other people have. Okay, not people, just other animals. What gesture do they can have? Can you please tell me? What is something that can be a gesture? Okay, a good gesture of with some animals.
Good gesture.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what can be a good gesture of something? Okay, what do you think? What can be a good gesture when someone is doing something? Okay, you have some gestures. Okay, so you can see some gestures. Now let's see. And what do you think? What do you think about this? About these gestures? What is your opinion about gestures?
Gestures. Like your gesture is the bonus of the language. It make mm, the opposite people can understand more about what they said and what they mean.
Or what do they do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have here. Don't stare at gorillas. Okay. Can you please read this text? Can you please read this text for us?
Don't stare at the gorillas. A gorilla shows fear by moving its eyes nervously from side to side and opening its mouth. Anger is shown by a long stare with the mouth shut and lips tightly pushed together. The consequence of this is that gorillas don't like being stared at by other gorillas or humans.
Okay. And you, okay, can you please tell me what do you think now about what other animals don't like when someone is staring on them? Okay, so what other animals don't like when someone is look at them? So what do you think? What other animals don't feel comfortable when someone is staring on them? What do you think?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think with the long stare, like don't respect.
Okay, why? Why did?
Like it's like I think in the eyes has some means
Mm-hmm.
means
Okay.
sign.
Okay, and yes, okay, so we have here, okay, when someone is staring on animals. Now let's take a look. Do gorillas talk to each other? Well, before we read this text, I want to ask you, what do you think? Can gorillas talk to each other? What do you think?
Talk.
So can gorillas talk to each other? What do you think?
It can talk. Amazing.
Mm.
Like we can understand about its language. We can understand, and it also understand the human language.
Okay, so
It's
they
very
mhm, so
smart.
so they can understand the human language. Okay, and we have here okay, this is something that is interesting, and how, for example, how they communicate. We have different types of the monkeys. How one type of the monkey can communicate with other type of the monkey. So what they can do when they communicate. So we have here different types of the monkeys. So how they can communicate? Different types of monkeys with different types of the monkeys. So what do you think? How they can communicate? How some monkeys can communicate with other monkeys. So what do you think?
The U.A. I can U.A.
So one
Great
type
wave.
one type of the monkey, okay, one type of the monkey, how they can communicate with, for example, chimpanzees. You have chimpanzees. Okay, so how chimpanzees can communicate with other chimpanzees? So what do you think? How they can communicate with other monkeys? What do you think?
The U is. I think the U is voice.
With your voice. Okay, very nice. Okay, so they can communicate with voice. Okay, now Can you please read this text?
Gorilla usually live in thick rainforest, so communication by sound is important because they often can't always see each other. Gorillas have excellent hearing, and when they are on the move, they often make sounds to locate other members of the group at a distance. Researchers have identified between 20 and 25 different gorilla sounds and their meanings. These sounds include pangs, runs, sounds, and screams, and are sometimes used together with gestures. For example, when the male silverback beats his chest to warn off a younger male, he makes a very loud screaming noise at the same time. When young gorillas play with each other, they make a noise that's like a human laugh.
Okay, like human like. Okay, so they have this same voice. Okay, and how can gorillas warn of danger? So what they can do to warn a danger when there is a danger? So what do you think? How they can warn about danger? How gorillas can warn someone about danger? What do you think?
Danger.
So how they can warn about, for example, something danger will happen. So how they can warn about the danger?
Danger.
Yes. So what they can do, for example, if they want to warn someone. Okay. So what they can do, for example, if they want to warn someone that something will happen. Okay. So what they can do?
I think use the brainwave, the scream
Scream.
to to like to uh
To warn about something danger will happen.
yeah.
How, okay, very nice. And for example, okay, if you are, how would you warn your friends? What would you do, for example, if you need to warn your friends? How can you warn your friends? What can you do, for example, if you want to warn your friends? What can you do?
For my friend.
Yes. Okay. Imagine that you are, for example, in danger. So what is something that you can do, for example, if you want to warn your friends? What can you do?
I will use like serious voice, serious screaming to make my friend notice about the danger.
Notice about danger. And okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and we have here this. Okay, can you please read this text? Can you please read this text for us?
How can gorillas warn of danger? When gorillas travel through the rainforest, they always need to look out for predators and other
Predators.
predators
Mm-hmm.
and other dangers. If a silverback gorilla identifies a threat, they can give up a strong stand and secretly warn other gorilla without making a noise.
Okay, so they can warn gorillas about the noise. Okay, very nice. And what predators or what animals wants to attack gorillas? So what do you think? What predators wants to attack gorillas? Who are the animals that want to attack, for example, gorillas? What do you think? What other animals can attack gorillas?
Lion,
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why did you choose lion? Why, for example, lion wants to attack gorillas?
Lion very strong and
Mhm.
is like a champion of
Let's see.
the rainforest.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
and it can like attack some animal that bigger than them a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of these animals is a lion. Okay, very nice. And what other animals, okay, for example, also can be dangerous? Okay, so we have here some animals that you mentioned here. Okay, so what other animals can be dangerous in your opinion? What do you think? Who else can be dangerous? Who else? What other animals can be dangerous? Can you please tell me? You mentioned lions, yes, that these animals are dangerous. Okay, so what other animals can be dangerous?
Gorilla, I think that the animal like it live about to eat meat. It's meat to
Mm-hmm.
live.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, okay. Now let's see. We have here our study at the zoo. Can you please read this text?
Our study here at the zoo. This year, the research department and our zoo will do a detailed study into how gorillas communicate with each other, particularly at feeding time. But don't worry, they won't be staring at the gorillas. They will be quietly observing them
Quietly.
from
Mm-hmm.
quietly,
Mm-hmm.
quietly observing them from one side.
Mm-hmm. From one side. Okay. Now we have here. Okay, we have here some animals that can do this. Okay, so what do you think? What is your opinion, for example, about these animals? Okay, so don't worry, they won't be. So what is your opinion, for example? What do you think about this type of the animals? What do you think about them? So what is your opinion about this type of the animals? Can you please tell me? What do you think?
About it, and I feel very dangerous, and I feel a little scared about it.
Scared? Did you mention scared? You feel scared?
Like the gorilla are very big,
Mm,
and they are
mm,
way to like big in chest.
mm-hmm.
No,
Okay. Yes. Okay. And what do you think? Why are they doing something like this? Why they are beating to their chests? Why they want to do something like this? Why they want
I
to?
it like a lion always roll because it roll very louder, make the enemy is very scary. So I think the gorilla also too. It hit it just to mean that very strong. So don't touch it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they are very strong. Okay, so don't touch that. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Okay, we have here, okay, this part. Okay, now uh, I want to ask you about this, okay, gorillas. So what do you think, how they can protect themselves about from other animals? What they can do, for example, if they want to protect themselves from other animals, what they can do? Okay, so we spoke about when they are in danger. Okay, so how they can protect themselves from other danger animals. So what they can do to protect themselves from other danger animals. What do you think? How they can protect themselves? What they can do to, for example, gorillas, if they want to protect themselves, how they can protect themselves? What they can do if they want to protect themselves?
Okay, firstly, they will use a thread that is
Mm.
screaming
Mm-hmm.
and hit the chest like a signal of the gorilla, and I will use a big fist to
Mm-hmm.
hit the enemy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, to big fish to hit the enemy. Okay, and why they want to do something like this?
Mm,
So why for example they will use a big fist when they want to do that? Why? In your opinion, what do you think?
Because it will know that a big fist is very strong and it can make the enemy feel scared and make like
Scared?
scared and be injured of a fist.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. So this is something that they can do. Okay, very nice. And how people? Okay, so I want to ask you something interesting. How people can protect themselves from gorillas? So what people can do if they want to protect gorillas? So what
um,
people can do to protect gorillas?
can you wait me a minute?
Of course.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay, so okay, now let's continue. Okay, so we will have okay, a couple of minutes. I just want to ask you how people can protect animals. Okay, so what people can do to protect animals? What we can do if we want to protect some animals? What we can do?
Protect.
So what people can do if they want to protect some animals? What we can do if we want to protect some animals?
Protect animal. I think they don't need to hunt the animal for their demand. Yes, and like, if the animal is special and in the edge of don't have like what can say like the government need to make zoos that a forest for the animal. It's not it don't like it's not a wild forest. It's a forest that people can watch it and can have it any time, anyway. Yes, like if the animal in intro, they can have it right now.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is something that can happen. Okay, now let's take a look. Okay, and can you please tell me in your country what animals are really important? For example, do you know some animals that are really important in your country, and what animals are there important in your country? Can you please tell me what animals are important, for example, in your country? What do you think? Who, for example, in my country, we have chickens. We have okay, so because they are these animals are really important because of and eagle. One of the animals that is really important in our country is an eagle because we want to protect them because they are almost extinct. So, what animals are important, for example, in your country?
Is a turtle.
Okay,
Like,
and
like in my country, it's had a story, the ancient story about a turtle with a king. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So turtle very important for my country. It is a important animal to protect. Yes.
Okay, important animal protect. Okay, Jiang. Okay, so we finished for today. Can you please tell me, do you have any questions for me about today's class?
No.
Oh, did you enjoy? Did you like it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, very nice. Thank you so much for joining my class. Okay, so now I have to go because I have another class soon. Okay, and I definitely want to see you next time. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much and hope to see you soon. Bye bye. See you next time.
Goodbye.